Hello, juniors. This is the review for your quiz on Thursday. I'll do my best to give you some hints. First off, you should know the basic definition of liturgy. You should know whether it's the work of God, work of the people. And concerning those elements of modern society, I talked about one of them specifically being dehumanizing. Was it bureaucracy? Was it pluralism? You'll need to find out. And also, when I talked about active participation in the Mass, um, is it God's sacrifice alone, or is it our sacrifice being united with His? Make sure you know that. And remember, I said, strictly speaking, does God really need our glory? Is He some egomaniac in the sky who created us so that we can always tell Him how great and large and beautiful He is? Or is it done out? Why is it done? Why would we, how can you say, why would we want to give Him glory? And maybe for that, you can think about the theme we've been working on in our journals, okay? AKA gratitude. All right, and also to sanctify. You should know what sanctify means. And this I only mentioned, but you did see it on the open note quiz. Every Mass is a liturgy, but not every liturgy is a Mass. There are other liturgies which are not technically Masses. All right, make sure you realize that. And know something about scientism. Exactly what I said the problem with that was. And I did say that there was this one particular group in the United States who think themselves neutral, or at least other people think they're neutral. If you cannot trust anybody who believes in a God because they all differ, well, then let's have our laws based on something else. Now, when I said about God, us, man, giving God the glory, remember what I said? Why is that? And you're going to have to think back to our journals. Utilitarian ethics. Basically, what is that? You also have to know the aspects of sanctification. Now, this will be your video exclusive, okay? So, separation, because what happens in sanctification, being made holy, we are separated, and also we're being made firm in our faith. So make sure that you understand both of those. And I also said that the two goals of liturgy, you should know what those are. And then you should know which two great commandments they line up with. It was Jesus who said, these are the two greatest commandments, not commandments 1 and 2. All right? And I also said with the elements of pluralism, I could talk, what do we equate with acceptance? You guys, most of you put those on your open note quizzes, so good for you. And when we glorify God, we are giving Him honor and praise. There's another video exclusive. When we glorify God, we are giving Him honor and praise. Let's see here. How can I give this to you? Let's say this. Sanctification is very relational in terms of the liturgy. Can I have been more explicit there? Because that's going to be in matching. And also, I said this is an effect of bureaucracy. What happens with bureaucracy? Besides something else, it also could make everything run inefficient. What was the term we started this course out with, where it's the Greek word that was shouted by Archimedes that means I've got it, or aha? All right. To glorify God, was that not one of the goals of the liturgy? Make sure you know about that. This particular element of modern culture, and I think you had 5 of those. So this particular element says that it is important to accumulate as much data and facts as possible. This is how we see all the past and present cultures. What do we always bring to the table? It's something that we see all reality through. We each have our own blank view. All right? This element has effect of seeing rituals rather primitive. So it's one of the elements of modern culture, and I said one of the effects of it is that we will see anything ritualistic as primitive. And finally, one more time, make sure you know the definition of liturgy. That's it, folks. You got a couple little nitbits in there. You ought to do good. I hope you do well. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow or today, whenever you're viewing this.